This might be a new thing, though. Funerals for your straightness might be a new trend.
Okay.
And if you ever want to invite any one of us to one, we're available.
If they're all with that group of friends, I'm for it.
Right.
You're gonna go. What are you gonna do there besides freak everybody out?
Be a creep, yeah. Yeah, be a creep.
I mean, nobody's gonna want to do it at that party, man.
What he's gonna do is relapse.
Yeah, quickly.
Because he's so fucking nervous.
What's that, vodka?
That's what he's gonna do.
What is that, a Heineken?
I'm pretty nervous here. I shouldn't have come here.
Oh, you guys don't want me around, huh?
So this is what goes on.
Yeah.
I'll
be in the corner.
Yeah, what's the bathroom?
Eating all your food.
Yeah. Did those two just go in the bathroom?
What are they doing?
Hey, what's going on behind this door?
We spinning the bottle yet? I can't be involved, right?
Yeah, spin the bottle. That looks like fun. You just plunk down on the couch.
Do we go in the closet? People go in the closet? Or?
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah! Good morning!
And welcome to episode 1049 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, September 29th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Wes has Hurricane Ian, Happy Meals, and much more in the cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah, much more. Dicks, vaginas, lesbians.
Whoa.
Ooh. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
wait
right.
to get to it then. All right. After that, on deck, Mark's got a segment called Bad Police Work.
Yeah, you guys can be the judge. I think it's pretty bad police work.
Oh, I like it. It's like a which one's worse, except
It actually is a which
Judging
one's worse
police.
police work. I think one's going to win, but there are two bad police work stories. Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
Good. And I've got Biden time and a Project Artemis update, both very comical to close this one out today. And Wes, I sounded weird when I was introing the show because my chair stuck this lazy boy that I settled with instead of the gaming chair, which is that what you're sitting in right now?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it nice?
It's pretty nice. No sinkage over here.
Damn it.
Yeah.
My shit's getting stuck. My wheels suck.
Chair.
Yeah, Costco gaming chair. It's
Mark, that thing is $30 more, but they were out when I needed a new chair when my last chair broke. So I had to get this lazy boy. And I am so
adjustable
jealous.
arms too.
So
go up and
jealous.
down on the arms.
Wes just came back from a buffet for one, and he's comfortable in it.
Yeah,
Wow.
I sure did.
Check
The
out
worst
the
buffet
high
I've ever been to, but it
Yeah.
was it was something.
If you're a lunch buffet,
My lunch buffet, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
She goes, for one? I was like, you know it, sweetheart.
Yeah, check out the Hive Hour on patreon.com if you want to hear some comical
Yes.
banter about buffets for one.
yes, or Spotify subscriptions.
That's right. Or Spotify subscriptions.
You can load either of those to your Apple Pods. Yeah. Well, Wes, you're having a day. You had the buffet lunch. You've got the best chair in the house. Also, maybe you'll win trivia. Trivia is tonight, September 29th. Send in the card tier. Okay. That's a top tier. Patreon.com/hard factor. That's the only place you can join. This is 8:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. It's going to be fun. Trivia is always awesome. So,
Hell yeah.
Trivia.
yeah. Reminder, please DM at TikTok US on Twitter and beg them to bring back at Hard Factor News on TikTok. More to come on that soon. We're working on a plan.
We're going to
hatching
signal
one.
boost. We're going to figure it out. We got people on the
We're
inside
hatching
too.
a plan.
Yeah, we're not giving up on it. Also, good luck, people in Florida. We're hoping the best. For
Yes.
you. Ian looks like a real bastard of a storm. So,
Yep.
you know, anyone on the coast, the West Coast, and then into Central Florida with the flooding, we're thinking about you. Obviously, obviously that shout out, Tampa shout out St. Pete is just definitely going to charity. It's not going to be nearly enough, but there's going to be a ton of efforts to help the people there, hopefully in time.
Yeah. Yeah. And hopefully, the waters, I know the flooding is horrible. We're about to talk about it, but hopefully things recede and things go, the recovery goes as well as possible, right? That's all you can do once it hits.
That's right.
We
Well,
got
let's get
family,
into
friends, and hive members there, so
Yeah.
everyone.
I had something nice prepared for the opening of the coffee, but Mark just did
sorry.
it all, so it's okay.
Well, do you have in-laws and brother-in-laws and best friends and people in your wedding?
No, you
parties
care
and
more.
Stuff
You're
in
right.
Florida? Do you have like 15?
Well, but Wes's nickname is technically Key West. Mark.
Okay.
Wes's nickname is technically Key West, which
Sure.
it puts him that he doesn't have much of a
marry
connection
someone
to
from
Florida,
Tampa
but
whose family's
that's a
still
huge
there,
one.
and
That's a huge
friends
connection.
Are there, friends moved
Wes's
there.
nickname of Key
Best
West.
know
friends'
Robert.
parents moved there and stuff. Yeah, okay. All right.
I've hung out with Robert.
We'll call it a tie.
Yeah.
Let's do
You
that.
ready,
Anyone
Wes?
else?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I was waiting for yours.
Kevin's parents, not Robert's. It's all good. Robert's parents. Robert's there though. Yeah.
I know Kevin too. How about that?
So many people there that Mark can't even remember all the names. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we go way back. All right. I know your wife too. Cup of coffee.
Hey, you watch your mouth.
There we go.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah, like Mark said, shout out Tampa, shout out St. Pete, shout out Cape Coral, Fort Myers. I'm not going to report on any of the damage because by the time this comes out, we will know a lot more, and the hurricane will have progressed a lot further. But as Mark said, we hope that you and your loved ones stay safe, especially the people that Mark knows, and hope everyone makes it out of there okay. Oh, one more thing about the hurricane, in case anyone was wondering or concerned. I certainly was. Michael Jackson's beloved chimpanzee, Bubbles, who you can see right here.
That thing's
born
still
in-
alive?
Yeah, born in 1983.
That looks like a doll. It does not look like a real chimpanzee.
It's freaky.
Well, it's because he
isn't it?
got surgery on the face of the monkey too.
I mean,
It
they
has
both look
plastic
like freaks,
surgery?
don't they?
yeah.
Yeah. They both freaks.
He hand selected that one.
Yeah.
It's got weird eyes.
Yeah. Boy,
Monkey's seen some things.
if chimps could talk, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
He ripped his eyes out. He's both see, hear, and all the evils. He does the
Yeah. He's in therapy every day.
Yeah.
Anyway, after Michael died, Bubbles moved to the Center for the Great Apes in 2005 in Florida and continues to have his care paid for by Jackson's estate. So this monkey is, probably better taken care of than most of us are.
Okay. At least he's okay.
The Wachula facility is hurricane ready, equipped with special rooms designed to protect the apes, orangutans during unpredictable weather, according to the New York Post. So I know you all were worried about Bubbles, but he's fine. Other than the trauma he suffered by watching Michael,
way worse.
diddle little boys, he's fine. Yeah.
That's a good point though. Like, obviously, human life way more important, but there's so many animal things that go on with hurricanes, like zoos, like the big cat in Tampa, that lady fucking Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
She's doing interviews and she's like, yeah, some of them might get out, and then then there's just tigers loose, there's sharks on the
Didn't you send a
storm
video of a guy like saving a cat? Like not
a guy already
big animal,
saved a
but
cat in Fort
really.
Myers. And then there was another video of a cat that might not have gotten saved and got deleted. It's
That's not good. Yeah, it's true. People get swept away. Pets do.
Natural disaster. I mean, you saw what like in Australia with the wildfires. All
And
those
they have
koalas
alligators
and-
there, so the alligators get like swept inland. That's like
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
look, it's tough, but just like the people who are looking after, is it Bubbles? Wes, is that the name?
Bubbles.
Yeah, just like the people who are looking after Bubbles. I mean, people in hurricane country are resilient because they're
hard.
used. You have to deal with this shit constantly. So you already have the base coat of having to know how to deal with a fucking hurricane. It's a huge pain in the ass. And so hopefully most people were safe, but there's always people that were just like, I'm never leaving for anything, and are preparing it all. And hopefully things aren't too bad when they have to dig all those folks out.
for sure.
Bubbles has a lot on his conscience. You think the kids liked Bubbles? Probably.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think they probably confided in Bubbles when
they probably
Michael was in the bathroom.
were drawn to Bubbles, and that's how Michael reeled him in. Hey, you want to come say hi to Bubbles? Yeah.
Bubbles
One
is
more.
like, no,
No, don't do it. Yeah.
He's miming to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They should have got a chimp interpreter for the case.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't want to know too much. I think
he
they're
just
keeping them
keeps
stupid on
selecting
purpose.
bad, like those stupid dogs or cats that hit the buttons. He's like, bad.
Yeah. Bad touch.
That's the only one he ever touches.
Yeah.
No matter what they
like.
ask him or show him.
Shakes his head.
One more fun hurricane story, guys. This reporter, Kyla Gaylor, here she is. Ever since she came on the staff at NBC2 Fort Myers, men have been sending in requests for Kyla to do something with a condom, anything with a condom.
Yeah.
And yesterday, they got their wish because in order to protect her microphone from the rain and wind as she was out reporting on Hurricane Ian, Kyla used the most logical thing she could think of and the thing she probably trusts the most in dangerous situations, a condom. And here she is from our own Hard Factor Twitter at Hard Factor News.
I can't wait to hear the audio.
What is on my microphone? It is what you think it is. It's a condom. It helps protect the gear. We can't get these mics wet. There's a lot of wind. There's a lot of rain. So we got to do what we got to do. And that is put a condom on the microphone.
Okay.
There you have it. Put a condom right on that microphone.
The audio sounded pretty okay. I mean, like, you know, for being in a storm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see. I think she probably could have used something else besides the condom, but I think she liked the fact that she was able to slip that condom on there.
Oh,
She knew what
Well,
she was
we're
doing.
talking about it, aren't we?
She
It
knew
was
what she
readily
doing.
available from someone in the crew.
Yeah.
I hope that they didn't go just with a wallet condom because then that's going to be lubricated. I hope they went to the store and got a proper, like, unlubricated.
What store
for
is
her.
open during a hurricane?
Maybe they have. Maybe the sound guy has it in his gear. He's got the unlubricated
Okay.
ready to go.
That's a big. Is that? I'm trying to think.
Magnum?
If,
Is it a Magnum?
Is that a big one?
I don't know.
I think it's a big one.
I mean, a microphone's
Been a
not.
while.
Nah, Wes. A microphone's not big enough for a Magnum.
I've never seen a
way.
Magnum, so I don't know.
No way.
Yeah. One, I've never seen one, and two, I haven't used a condom in years.
A microphone is definitely not big enough for a Magnum. No
Yeah.
way.
Well, we'll see.
No chance.
She has small hands.
She has hands that
She
make
has
it
small
look like
hands.
it's nice
Yeah.
and huge, though.
That's right.
That's
Everyone's
great
a
for a
Magnum.
microphone.
Everyone's
Yeah,
a
for
Magnum,
microphone.
Magnum in Kaylee's hands.
Look at that. Slip it on there again, Kyla. All right. Well, that's all for the hurricane.
That's a huge microphone. Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Put it closer to your mouth, will you?
Poor Kyla.
Yeah,
She doesn't deserve it.
No, she's
Liz,
I mean, she
look,
knew
look.
what she was doing,
She's an
right?
She's an attractive reporter. I will say.
she's a
that.
good newscaster, and she was going for a viral moment, probably.
That's
what,
right.
What my guess is.
Listen, yeah,
She
exactly.
won.
She wasn't going to get out there in the
One in
wind,
spades.
Yeah.
so she had to put a condom on her microphone.
She should just start making that her thing. Like, it's a little windy out here.
And if it was like
Condom.
somebody on her crew
It
that
might
like
rain.
gave her that, like she owes that person because it's a huge. She's on everybody's talking about it.
That's right. Moving on, guys. If you heard a loud groan and the sound of an old racist man rolling over in his grave Tuesday, that was the sound of James Madison rolling over in his grave, because on stage during her concert at the Capital One Arena in DC, none other than rapper, singer, and classically trained flutist Lizzo, in all her BBW glory, played the flute that once belonged, the crystal flute that once belonged to James Madison, and twerked while doing so. Here's the clip, and it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
What?
There she goes. She's sticking her booty.
It's an impressive nude bottom she's wearing.
Oh my god,
Right?
it's ridiculous.
No one has ever heard this.
I wish there had been a little bit of a ditty though.
This guy's audio is trash. That's recording it.
Oh, this is my audio.
Your audio.
Wow, your audio.
Thank God Pat's not here.
Oh, I
what
know.
did you do to
Believe
that
me,
thing?
it was a screen recording. I didn't
Oh
have
my
time
God,
to.
Pat would have taken an extra week off if you heard that.
I know.
Do we have to put that in the show or what?
Just-
Or-
we can
was
cut it after the flute. just cut it after the flute.
Good Lord.
Don't worry, I only got 3 more clips to play.
That was just
all
like that.
screen
Recorded the same way, huh?
Yeah, recorded
Oh,
it.
man.
What are you in Fort Myers?
From NPR, a French fluter made the ornate instrument in 1813 specifically for Madison in honor of his second inauguration. Here she is. It was loaned to her by the Library of Congress.
It's a cool looking flute.
Yeah, it's all crystal and stuff.
Yeah.
It says it's possible that the flute was one of a handful of valuables that former First Lady Dolly Madison took with her from the White House as she fled just before British troops set fire to Washington, D.C. in 1814. So,
Wow. Put it back up. Check out her nails. She got her nails done crystal as well for the crystal flute.
Yeah, she
That
did.
is awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I mean, she seems to be.
Lizzo.
She knows her way around a flute. She's
She's
a
classically
flute player.
trained flutist.
A flautist.
Yeah.
That's what they're called.
Flautist? Is it really flautist?
Flautist. I believe.
Cocksuckers.
Like a flauta?
Well, James Madison. I mean, he was
Skin
a
flute.
tiny man, right? And he had a lot of male friends. And a flautist. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's a flautist. Remember how tall
shit
TJ
me.
was, his buddy Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah, they were weirdly close, right? There was
And they were about a
there-
foot and a half difference.
there was a lot of TJ they just spent a lot of time in carriages together. those guys.
Let's be flautist, and
Right,
while the slaves are in the field.
They were like political flautist Nadal and Federers.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were a
those
little
two.
too close.
Yeah.
Remember
Can you imagine if he came back in time and came alive and saw Lizzo playing his flute? He'd be like,
be
"What
confused.
what the fuck is going on here?"
He'd be confused.
While she's twerking in like the nude bottoms.
Yeah. She's free on stage in DC.
Yeah, that would be insane.
That
for
blows
him.
mine. Yeah, he
What year are we in? 7 million?
What the hell happened to y'all?
TJ's bed, like they were so stupid back then. The slavery being part of it. But he was like 6'7", and they built his bed. It looked like a hospital bed where it's like crooked on the upside because they only made beds a certain length. So like instead of extending the bed and having him lay flat, he had to like have his legs dangle off and his back be like bent. So, like you can go see his stupid bed that was built for like a 4'8" person. It's hilarious.
and then he had like a weird desk contraption on it.
Yeah.
So he just like worked in bed. He was,
So
he was
he might have been a slave owner, but he never had a good night's sleep. That's something you can
right.
Beds?
He was also probably impregnating people while the desk was up.
He was Sally Hemings. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I read something about Madison that he was a classic like garden variety slave owner, and the reason he like treated his slaves well, the only reason he treated his slaves well is because he was worried they were going to revolt and kill him. So he kept his slave meanness to a minimal because he was aware that they could revolt and cut his head off at any time.
Classic
So he-
Madison.
Yeah.
Classic.
That's a classic Madison move right there. Honestly,
He's like, now when my friend Thomas comes over, I'm going to be a little bit more stern.
Yeah.
Just going to show off in front of my friends.
Exactly. It's like that scene from the Help when she that bitch is trying to impress her friends and she shoos out. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Guys, if the hurricane has you down, don't worry. McDonald's is here to turn those frowns upside down with their new Happy Meals. But these aren't the Happy Meals you get for your kids when they won't shut the fuck up about it. These are actually McDonald's first Happy Meals for adults. Okay. Check it out. I gotta say they include almost my exact McDonald's order. So you get a 10-piece nugget, a Big Mac, a fry, and a drink.
It's perfect.
And
no, it
you
says
get,
or Wes. It says or.
No.
Big Mac or on the thing it says Big Mac or 10
You
piece
get one
nugget.
entree, fries, and a drink. So it's Big Mac
this
or
is
10 piece.
Stupid.
Big Mac or 10 piece nugget.
Well, how much is it? Because you could get the 10 piece for like $4 probably.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know. I'm out now.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're
Sorry,
doing
Wes,
it. Nah.
It's a big difference between and or there on that sign.
It
It's a
is.
shame you found out on air, but it's better you find out now than before.
Right before you're
Before
in
you
the
get to
fucking
McDonald's.
drive-through.
Yeah.
He's like,
before
what?
Thinking
It's
I'm gonna
not
get
the
it.
whole meal.
No, I did a story on this.
I was going to
You're
say
wrong.
$2.
You're wrong, McDonald's.
Yeah. Well, it should be.
Yeah.
It should be, Wes. What's the price point at the optional?
I have no idea. They haven't released it yet. It comes out October 3rd. You can they come out with these like little like Grimace and Hamburglar toys too. So if you want to be real nostalgic,
This is
they're teaming
cute.
up
I
with
saw they're bringing back
Yeah.
like the Halloween baskets that the kids always used to have, right?
McDonald's always
growing up.
wins.
That's
This
cute,
is-
but bring back the fucking steak, egg, and cheese bagel everywhere.
Yeah,
At
how's the
8 p.m.,
test in Ohio
Someone from
going, right?
Virginia said that, or like that was visiting Virginia, that used to be in Virginia, said that's back in Virginia. It's like it's spreading,
Really?
but it's not like everywhere.
It's not going west. We need it to come west.
Yes.
I'll probably get it last. You guys, if it goes like east to west, but bring it back.
These fitness freaks in Austin are screwing us.
Yeah, Austin. They're not going to test out anything delicious
No.
in Austin. That's for sure.
No.
Well, I'll know as soon as it comes to Reno few like I was saying on few episodes ago. Now every single Sunday morning, first thing I'm doing is going to get hash browns to appease
Let us know.
appease the child. So yeah,
You let us know.
I'll let you guys know. Weekly check.
all right.
Yeah.
Moving on, guys. A new study about dicks was published in the Journal of Sexuality and Culture, and it is shockingly accurate for myself. According to the New York Post, the correlation between your dick pic, what your dick looks like, and how people perceive you is just dead on. It seems that women can tell what kind of personality you have based on just looking at your dick. Listen to
makes
this quote.
sense.
So, to determine the correlation between a stranger's penis presentation and how they're perceived, the New Mexico researchers showed 106 people, 80% of women, photos of 24 penises, 24 different penises. They varied in length, girth, the amount of pubic hair. And after looking at the image, the participants were then asked to infer whether the owner was extroverted, good in bed, dependable, anxious, and other personality traits. And they found there is a undeniable link between the size of a dick and how your character is perceived by the opposite sex. Generally speaking,
When they've only seen your penis.
when they've only seen your penis. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right. Big penises were seen as synonymous with extroversion, while smaller penises were perceived as the opposite, which is why I never leave the house. And
You're saying big penises are extroverted and good in bed.
right.
And this is what they can describe a penis. And small penises are introverted and not as good.
What were the
Losers,
men's real things? Was that all the case every time? The big
so I'm gonna
penises were
This is like when
extroverted
this is like when I
men
say
were good in bed and
This is like when a palm reader or someone's like, I see the word Pam in your life. And you're like,
Right.
oh, Pam was like a neighbor. Exactly. She was a neighbor. Like this, of course, like what are we talking about here? Like,
Well,
right. I don't understand. So did the men with the bigger dicks all have those traits as well as the women?
some of them did
perceiving
well,
them to
and that's
have
why
those traits.
that's why the study works. Some of them did.
right. Some of them did. Here's an IG star to
Okay.
explain the study. She's a doctor, I think.
They just wanted to look at dicks. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's a PhD for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, am I fucking this up?
This one's for you. You know how when you see people's faces, you can kind of guess their personality? This study tested what first impression you're giving about your personality by your dick pic alone. Apparently, skinny penises are giving neuroticism, and girthy penises are giving more extroverted, open to new experiences, more sexually active, better in bed, and more of a pleaser as opposed to being a pillow princess. Long penises gave off these same impressions. Medium-length penises didn't signal any strong personality traits at all. Congratulations, you're a blank canvas. Maybe your partners can get to know you as a person. Now, for something we can all control, having untrimmed pubic hair apparently gives off strong signals that you're an introverted, disagreeable, careless virgin. This paper was shockingly well conceived. I was impressed when they acknowledged that penis size-based perceptions of masculinity
Anyway, yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean, dead on, right? So
I mean that's what the images make the girls think. There's no way it has anything to do with that it's an exact correlation with the guy's real life stuff. You'd have to know what the guys are like.
Loser virgins.
loser, dirty, never gets laid, virgin.
Disagreeable.
Yeah. He's angry.
I mean, it does make
We're
sense.
disagreeable because we have small penises.
Like
If you have like pubes that are like
Longer than your dick.
overrunning your cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense that the
that
girls
would make
are
you an
like,
introvert, probably.
A lot of buffets for one going on. Yeah.
Definitely buffets for one.
But guys, while reading this article, getting really depressed and being like, God damn, they're dead on. I did find some relief. Apparently in 2020, a survey by Online Bazaar Only Buy found that the biggest earners tend to have the smallest penises. So
look at that.
quoting the New York.
Less time to fuck.
Well, they have to, right? No, they have to.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, they have to. Quoting the, they have to.
their only option.
They have to. Because
What else am I gonna do in life?
They have to. Yeah.
I'm never going to get married.
Gotta become a millionaire.
Yeah.
Quoting the New York Post, to determine whether penis proportions correspond to paycheck size, the e-commerce site recruited almost 1,000 men to answer questions about work, salary, and dimensions of their manhood. And they came back that found that the units measuring 7 and 8 inches earned an average of 35,700 to 50,300. Meanwhile, men packing 3-inch penises, which is the threshold for a micro penis, made an annual income of about 76,000 on average.
Making $1 million on average.
And men with 4 inches,
Gorilla dick power.
yeah. And men with 4 inches penises were more likely to get promoted per the survey. And like we said, because they have
I need this, boss. I need this. Yeah.
Well, he's really trying hard.
I got everything riding on this.
He's a real go-getter.
What are you doing this weekend? Nothing, huh? You're promoted.
Working.
Yeah.
Well, I was seeing this girl, but
Damn.
not anymore.
That's a tough study, man.
Tough study.
Tough study.
Real tough study. Okay. From dicks to vaginas, let's go to our top story of the day.
The cream of the crop!
Guys, there is nothing a lesbian loves more than when their attractive friend finally says, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. That vagina they have been lusting for oh so long is finally on the menu. And one group of LGBTQ women were so happy that their friend was saying goodbye to her straight life that they threw her straightness a funeral, or should I say a new vagina celebration disguised as a funeral. Which is really what it was. So yeah, can you a funeral for a straightness.
Straightness funeral.
I'd like to see the videos.
How does that work?
I got you. So that's on the right. That's Nicole Minard. She's 27, and this past 4th of July, she made out with a woman and never went back. She said goodbye to disgusting penises forever. Can't blame her.
Was that her best friend Amanda that she made out with there?
That's Amanda. That's who gave the eulogy at her straightness
And
funeral.
her cock funeral.
Okay. At her never again cock funeral. And she's been begging to eat Nicole's box since she met her, and so that she's very happy.
She had the eulogy written for years.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, it's basically a poem that she was able to read finally.
Right. Here's a video without sound of the funeral. It says R.I.P. Straight Nicole with a little banner. They have balloons. People are gathered. All the lesbians are cornering Nicole.
This is going to turn into an orgy. I mean,
yeah, this looks like a pretty awesome party.
They've got a tombstone. Yeah. They've got Nicole holding a flag. There's her friend.
Her friend's got to keep her on a short leash before she gets drunk, and one of the other girls pulls her into a room.
Yeah. I mean, this is a party.
Well, I mean, they all got to hook up, right? I mean, everybody's celebrating.
She wants to be first.
Well, more on that later. But they're all wearing sexy like black outfits.
Yeah, I mean, it's
because they're at a funeral.
It's about to go down.
Yeah.
This is where you want to be, right?
This is the party.
Yeah, it's a party.
We don't get the invite.
If you're a lesbian looking for some action that night, you want to be at the goodbye to straightness party.
Yes. Yeah. There's some box being eaten there.
You want to be you'd like to be a towel in that house.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you want to be.
Anything.
Sheet. I want to be a bed sheet in that house.
Yeah. So Nicole, prior to coming out, described herself as the token straight friend in her group. And then, quote, after a breakup with a man this year, I finally felt ready to explore my bisexuality. Nicole described some of the festivities at funeral, including stories about making out with disgusting beings known as men, saying, quote, we also had to share memories of the deceased. So I shared stories about her in college making out with frat boys. Then we described how the person passed, so we had photos of her making out with her first girl and with her girlfriend, who you can see here. There's Nicole's new girlfriend. So, and hey, we at Hard Factor are huge proponents of living your happiest life, especially when it involves
good for
two
her,
women
right?
eating each other out.
We're extremely happy for her.
Sucking
whatever.
nipples and using toys.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever.
Being mean to men for no reason.
Like
don't
Wes
hurt
said,
anyone, Don't hurt
whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So this might be a new thing, though. Funerals for your straightness might be a new trend.
Okay.
And if you ever want to invite any one of us to one, we're available.
If they're all with that group of friends, I'm for it.
Right.
You're gonna go. What are you gonna do there besides freak everybody out?
Be a
Yes,
creep, yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yes,
be a
creep.
I mean, nobody's gonna want to do it at that party, man.
What he's gonna do is relapse
yeah. Yeah, quickly.
because he's so fucking nervous.
What's that, vodka?
That's what he's gonna do.
What is that, a Heineken?
I'm getting pretty nervous here. I shouldn't have come here.
Oh, you guys don't want me around, huh?
So this is what goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be in the corner
Yeah, what's the bathroom?
eating
like
all
there?
your food.
Yeah. Did those two just go in the bathroom?
What are they doing?
Hey, what's going on behind this door?
We spinning the bottle yet? I can't be involved, right?
Yeah, spin the bottle. That looks like fun. You just plunk down on the couch.
Do we go in the people go in the closet? Or? Yeah,
So hey,
it would be awkward as hell.
yeah, very awkward. So congratulations.
Can I jump in yet? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did she unfuneral? Did she unfuneral the straightness?
Yeah.
She like the Undertaker?
Everybody in here has already had a funeral.
Has everyone had a funeral? Or is there are a few people on the fence? I'm Wes.
Oh man. Yeah. It'd be great.
I thought it would be a mixed bag, you know.
Hey, whatever. So yeah, that's that.
No, I
All
mean,
right.
like, yeah.
RIP to Nicole's straightness, and welcome to your new life.
Congratulations, Nicole.
That's right.
Congrats.
And that was Cup of Coffee and Big Time was brought to you by MyBookie. And hey, football season is in full swing. On the Hive today, we had the wheel select what I believe are winners. All winners.
Masterful 16-leg parlay
Sure sounded they all sounded pretty damn good.
against
They
the
did.
spread. It was the most confident picking I've ever seen the wheel do.
We
It
can
really
guarantee this is going to have a better week than last week when
Yeah.
it didn't have a great week.
I think if we bet with the wheel, just straight games, you will come out
make
ahead,
money.
almost guaranteed. So
It heard me talking trash and it stepped it up. So
Yeah.
yeah, at mybookie.com you can bet on anything. They've got UFC, they've got football, they've got any sport you can imagine. And getting started is easy. You just go to mybookie.ag, use promo code FACTOR on your first deposit, and you get a double deposit bonus. That's promo code FACTOR. You get your first deposit matched dollar for dollar all the way up to $1,000. So hey, guess what? Deposit $1,000. Hey, my bookie says, hey, here's another $1,000 you can bet with. How about that? It's a proven
have a good
sports
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, good season.
Real easy to bet. The platform, the interface is really simple. I love it. So make this your winning season exclusively at MyBookie. Go to mybookie.website/hardfactor and use promo code FACTOR to get your double deposit bonus and get in on the football season action with us and with MyBookie.
Wow, that's just our website. You if you use promo code Factor anywhere, MyBookie, you will get the deal. Also, Wes, I was wrong. They would like you there. You could video and photograph.
That's
I would
true.
love that.
That's
I
true.
would love to.
That would be pretty good. Yeah.
Should I follow in the bathroom or
Hey, you guys need me in there? Anything fun going on?
you want her first act? Her first act filmed? Let's get a smile on her face, orgasm face. Today's show is also brought to you by Factor. You heard that right. Factor. What do you think of when you think of fall? I mean, obviously, a lot of busyness, right? Even if it's, football, it's going back to school, it's going back to work, it's the family's back in school and work. And
Traveling eventually, probably a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, but you're not doing like summer traveling anymore. It's probably like work travel and stuff like that.
No, yeah, you're just
Family
like
travel,
you're full go. You have
Yes.
7 days a week responsibility plus everything on top.
Buying new clothes, the whole nine. So you don't have a ton of time in the fall, right? Days are getting shorter. So how about some ready to eat meal deliveries to keep you fueled up, feeling good no matter how crazy your days get, whether you need a quick lunch or nutritious meal that are ready in a few minutes. How about that? Factor does that. They make it easy. It's cheaper than takeout. That's a serious fall win. Factor is the perfect mealtime solution for the on-the-go lifestyle. Their fresh, never frozen meals are delivered ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes. And if you're an idiot like me that doesn't have a microwave, you can oven them too. Microwave or oven. Delicious. They have
Really economical for real. Like
it saves you some money, especially our deal, which you're about to hear. 30 meals, over 36 add-on options. They got smoothies and juices and snacks to go with their delicious meals. They're good size too. Like
Delicious smoothies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are good. Really good.
They got really good stuff, and you can like customize like how many per week you need. If you find out you've ordered too few, you can add. If you found out you ordered too many, you can pause your order or like adjust it. You can change up and get different plans. Like if you're trying to lose weight and you're getting into keto, they have a keto plan. You can do a chef select where the chefs just pick their favorite ones. You can do a vegan if you like that. If you like meat, you can do protein plus. It's all there, baby. So yeah, Factor equals free time. Instead of spending those precious hours after you get home hustling around the store and the kitchen, they'll deliver ready-made meals right to your door, eliminating all that meal planning, prep, and cleanup time. And if you go to go.factor75.com/hardfactor130 and use code hardfactor130, you can get $130 off across 6 boxes that they ship you with filled with food. That's code hardfactor130 at go.factor75.com/hardfactor130 for $130 off. And that URL is going to be everywhere you're looking at this show. So just check in the description, click that URL, and then use code hardfactor130.
What a deal. Definitely click it.
It is. All right.
Save it.
I've got a segment for you called Bad Police Work. I'm not going to play the clip, but it also will leave one woman and her family with sour grapes for sure. I love that. Love that segment. We'll bring it back for sure. But technically, one of these people has sour grapes, and you'll hear why.
Well, bad police work is something that could give you sour grapes for sure.
You better believe it. But one is kind of like they can't really have sour grapes. They've earned the bad police work, and it's kind of funny. And this first one it's going to be a real sour grapes. So 20-year-old woman Yorini Rios Gonzalez was placed under arrest several days ago during a road rage incident in Colorado. The cop placed her in the back of his or her cruiser. You'll see in the video. It could have been, it's probably her cruiser, but there's a guy cop there too. And then this happened. And trigger warning, this video is shocking, but spoiler alert, everyone's alive, although barely. Yeah, here you go.
Where are you taking me? We're taking you to the car. Come on. Why? What? Do you have anything on you that's going to poke me, stick me, hurt me? No, ma'am, but can I please get my cell phone? We'll get your cell phone in a second. Is there any weapons in the car?
Ready?
No, ma'am, there's nothing on. There's no weapons in the car? No, ma'am. Okay.
Everybody out in the car, come on.
What's going on? Ma'am, what's going on? I'll tell you in a second. Take a seat. So confused. Can I get my cell phone? I will get your cell phone for you. Take a seat. Window?
I could have out that window, but who is that? Hart?
No, that's Tom check. Oh my god.
That's a trigger.
Move your car. Stay back.
Oh shit.
What happened, guys?
Smashed the cop car. So the train came through and just smashed
trying
the car.
to kill her?
Yeah, exactly,
Looked like
Wes. They cuffed her, placed her in the back of the cop car, and then she's like asking for her phone. She's asking what's going on. The male cop comes to talk to her about her road rage incident, and all of a sudden you hear the train sees them before they see the train, and you hear the train engine going like,
Right.
And then the two cops have a discussion. They're like, what's that? It can't be, right? It's not a train, right? And the one cop's like, no, I think it's a truck. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh my God. And then the lady's like screaming in the cop car, and the cops are like, back away. They don't even try to rescue her. And the fucking train just destroys the cop car with the lady in the back
handcuffed,
seat. Yeah, she couldn't get out.
Oh, that's brutal. I mean, that's insane. I'm sure she thought she was going to die. I'm sure.
Yeah. I think so, Will. Somehow, like Matt Hughes, she survived a train hitting her car head on or T-boning it. Yeah, that's insane.
That's horrible.
So I guess she got off.
Yeah, so Yorini Gonzalez somehow survived that collision like Matt Hughes, but like I said, barely. She lost teeth, had lacerations all over her body, including her head, and she broke at least 9 bones, including ribs, arms, sternums, 5 labias, you name it.
Mark, so Isn't it a crime though to park on a railroad track?
So she wasn't parked. They pulled her over, and she was.
The cops were though.
Yes,
the cops were parked.
So they pulled her over for a road rage incident, and her car ends up in front of the railroad tracks, like clear of them, and then they park behind her on the railroad tracks,
committing a crime.
Stuff her in there, in cuffs. Every injury lawyer in Colorado courted her, and one of them is going to win her whatever the maximum amount of money you can sue for in Colorado is because the morons cuffed her and trapped her in a car and then let a train absolutely smash her to bits.
That's some bad police work.
Yeah, she did actually pick one lucky bastard for her lawyer, and he said Gonzalez is bedridden and that she just discovered a surprise new leg fracture that she didn't know about before on account of her being in a full body cast because she has a broken everything and is in severe pain all over her body. He says she feels like she got hit by a train.
Yep, yeah. You know, Mark, this is like the guy in Office Space at the end.
Yes. It is exactly
his dream is fulfilled. The jump to conclusions, Matt, is funded by being hit. Yeah,
you're right. Well, and I'm sure she was in the hospital for like 4 or 5 days, and I'm sure when they left her out, she looked like the guy from Office Space.
Yeah,
with the neck thing and the
the barbecue.
Yeah, how did she even get in the car?
Yeah, I'm glad she's gonna get paid so much so we can laugh because, like, I mean.
Yes.
Hopefully,
it's gonna be a long road to recovery.
Of course.
And West police have dropped her road rage charges. Yes.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
Yeah. Along with biding time until they know that the huge hammer is coming down on the department.
Cops are just morons.
What
were they thinking?
Maybe that won't get her to sue if we drop the. No, she's gonna sue the fuck out of you idiots. Yeah. So I'd say that's bad police work.
Bad.
Okay, on to the second bad police work. The Murray, probably Murray. It's Australia.
Murray?
So Murray?
Murray?
The Murray River Police District of New South Wales are seeking assistance to locate wanted man James Sutton.
James Sutton. Sounds like a criminal. Whoa. He's completely face tatted.
So he's a frat guy?
No. He's not a frat guy.
That's not frat marker?
No, he's an Australian punk.
He has an inverse. The word beast is inversely showing. Like beast is shown in skin, and then everything else on his face is black tattooed in. Besides that, beast.
It's the only part of his face that's not tattooed is giant bubble letter skin beast.
Yeah.
What a moron.
Yeah, they say he frequents the Deniliquin area in New South Wales, which is in Australia near the border with Victoria. He is wanted on an outstanding warrant and said to be dangerous, and police are asking for help to locate him. They are saying, look for the man whose entire face is tattooed minus the skin-colored part that spells out beast on his forehead.
Yeah.
Now, this sick bastard's been arrested for domestic violence, assault, property damage, you name it. He's skipping court dates. I get why they want him arrested, but he's elusive. So if you see anyone that looks like him and they really want you to be sure, Murray River Police is asking people to call them, and now the Daily Mail has gotten involved in on it, and they're saying email them at tips@dailymail.com if you think you've seen James Sutton. Here he is doing his normal middle fingered pose. Where is it? Here it is. He's doing his normal middle finger pose to camera. Again, I know it's hard to tell because one guy's,
he's partying.
Yeah, one guy's face, that's Deniliquin. One guy's face is blurred out, but Sutton's actually the guy who is 9 inches taller and has the 17 face tattoos.
And hand tats.
Beast written on his forehead. Yeah, and those tattoos on his hands. Now, it's not best, it's beast. Do not contact them if you find a man in the area with best tattooed on his forehead.
Yeah, I think I see him. Oh, wait, no, it says best.
That's best.
Oh, that's just best.
He was drinking whiskey and smoking a cig down to its filter in that photograph.
Yeah, he's easily spotted. Well,
he's gonna eat that cigarette.
Anyone with information is urged to contact Deniliquin Police Station at Z303-5881-9299 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-333-0000. They're really asking for help on this one. Taking it to the internet.
Gonna go get it filled in.
Yeah, exactly. like who's gonna? I mean, what are they doing?
Well, no. Actually, no. When you think about it, it is easy for him to hide because he just wears makeup.
Right, a lot of makeup.
He just wears a lot of makeup. He just covers his whole face in makeup, and people think he looks normal when he has all makeup
on the internet says he shouldn't be hard to spot. But towards Will's point and towards this other guy's point, actually, maybe the cops are onto something because Phil triple vaxxed. DeBarrigan says that asking for help won't do the cops any good because everyone in Deniliquin looks like that, even the blokes. And then there's the disguises, and he's got a picture of Sutton with a Marco
Groucho Marx.
Groucho Marx.
Yeah.
So they're asking for help to look. I feel like that's bad police work.
Very bad police.
Not be able to
work.
catch this guy yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And demanding help to look for that guy.
Because while I
must not have come outside yet.
I'm sure he wears makeup.
Yeah.
I'm sure if he has to do shit outside, he wears makeup, but he doesn't look like he's like gonna be able to keep that up forever. So you'd think you'd catch him slipping at least once, right?
I think that someone's going to catch him. I don't think anyone's snitching on him. That's the problem because his mates, his mates that he smokes cigarettes to the filter with aren't really wanting to mess with Beast. Yeah,
I think we got him. Oh shit, that's Beat.
That's Beat. That spells Bert. He's a Bert and Ernie fan. He's a Sesame Street fan.
Thought we had him. That's Beat.
How
many forehead tats do we got down here?
Bunch of morons working at that police department. All right, so that's bad. That's the bad police work segment.
Bad police work. All right. Thank you, Mark. Next, let's take it to a segment I try to not break out too often, but today we have an emergency convening of the Biden time segment. An absolute must for critical moments when President Biden, makes some waves. And he did that on Wednesday at the White House Conference on Hunger, Nutrition, and Health in D.C. this Wednesday. Here are some of President Biden's opening remarks at that conference.
And so many of you know so much about this as well, and you're committed. And I want to thank all of you here for including bipartisan elected officials like Representative Governor, Senator Braun, Senator Booker.
Sounds tough.
Representative Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here to help make this.
Okay. Fellas, tragically.
Don't jump.
Yeah, it's a real stand up to the wheelchair. Don't jump to whoever. It's one of those types of moments. Really hard to explain. Tragically, Representative Jackie Walorski, 58 years old, Republican of Indiana, and here's the face.
She's the one that came across the center line. At first, they blamed it on the other person.
Right? Yeah, So here's the face, guys, that she would be making at President Biden if she was alive still. R.I.P. She's not. Jackie Walorski, and her staffers, Communications Director Emma Thompson, 28, and District Director Zachary Potts, 27, were all killed in a car accident on August 3rd of this year, where Mark was saying, police later confirmed that the driver of the vehicle, Potts, in this case, had somehow turned into oncoming traffic, and all three of them tragically passed away August 3rd.
We covered it twice on Hard Factor.
Incredibly sad stuff. Oh, Mark.
Biden
also covered it. Why did President Biden think she could be in the room when he issued a condolence statement for her death at the moment that it happened? It seems very hard to understand, right?
Is Jackie here? I didn't think she was going to be here.
Where's Jackie?
Because she's fucking dead.
Where's Jackie?
Make it.
She couldn't make it. She's probably in a car on her way here.
Where's she at? Where's she at? Okay,
Idiot.
so
What
let's.
an idiot he is. Jesus Christ.
Where's Jackie?
God. And the way he talks he sounds like he's 3 scotches in.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's just. Get him out of there.
It's not a stutter. It's like
could it be
like
he has
old mouth and then like old brain?
They need to stop it with him already.
Could it be it's been obvious he has full-blown dementia since back in the debates? I don't know. Let's see if White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre can clear it up for us. Here she is.
What happened in the hunger event today? The president appeared to look around the room for an audience member, a member of Congress who passed away last month. He seemed to indicate she might be in the room. What happened there?
So the president was, as you all know, you guys were watching today's event, a very important event on food insecurity. The president was naming the congressional champions on this issue and was acknowledging her incredible work. He had already planned to welcome the Congresswoman's family to the White House on Friday. There will be a bill signing in her honor this coming Friday.
She's making it worse.
So, of course, she was on his mind. She was up top of mind for the president. He looks very much forward to discussing her remarkable legacy of public service with them when he sees her family this coming Friday.
He said, Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? She must not be here.
No, I totally understand. I just explained she was on top of mind.
So if Jesus was on top of mind, would he be like, Jesus, did you make it
today? And what the president was able to lift up in this at this Easter conference Bunny. At this event was how her focus on wanting to.
Okay.
So if she was on top of mind, like she said,
top of mind, and
he said her name. Yeah. Why in the 10 seconds after when he repeated her name and then said, I thought she might not be here, why didn't he say, R.I.P. Jackie? Now that you're on top of mind, now that I'm back into my mindset.
Yeah.
Whoops, me. It's because she's dead.
Mark, it makes total sense now that because he's planning her death commemoration speech this Friday, 2 months after her passing, that he would definitely then ask if she was there. It makes total sense.
When was it going to click with him?
Yeah,
that he should. At what point was it going to click with him that that she wasn't possibly there, and that he should maybe say something?
Nothing clicks with this guy.
Dude, he's got dementia. Problem. All right. So, I was gaslighting at its finest from this and the previous administration. And since that was pretty scary, let's check on who's next in line, just in case the world finally figures out that Joe has full-blown dementia. Here's Veep Harris at a recent event earlier this month talking about America's work in space currently.
Today, the business of our work is for the council to report on the work that has occurred since our last meeting across these areas. We will today also discuss the work yet ahead, the work we must still do to continue to move forward.
She sounds like Joey from Friends giving a wedding speech. Have you guys heard that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
She clearly just didn't prepare.
The people, the places, the things. We're here with people, places, and things. And the reason that we're here is because of the things. And most
exactly.
The people and the places.
Nothing.
And friends.
She said absolutely nothing. Is amazing. Yeah. That's Kamala. But Joe and Kamala better watch out because Gavin Newsom just scored a rare W in California by slashing regulations. Surprisingly, he signed a bill to turn unused retail areas into housing. So shocking that he would slash regulations, but he's making moves. He's nipping at the heels. He's ready for these two to fuck up.
Yeah, he smells blood in the water.
Yeah, and before we move on from Biden time, just for old time's sake, guys, this is President Biden's suggestion on hurricanes.
Be clear. If you're in a state where hurricanes often strike, like Florida or the Gulf Coast or into Texas, a vital part of preparing for hurricane season is to get vaccinated now. Everything is more complicated if you're not vaccinated and a hurricane or natural disaster hits.
Big facts.
I mean, I get it what he's saying. If you get sick and there's no hospital to go to, you're more fucked than if you were vaccinated and you don't get as sick.
Right.
I get
and
what
that
he's
was
saying.
also.
Yeah, it was a year ago. He gets lampooned for that one though.
Yeah.
On a related note,
that one's more
he
fair.
wouldn't probably say that as much now. As, back a year ago, vaccines were a huge thing.
But I get what he's
on a
saying,
related note, as the midterms get closer and politics gets crazier and crazier on both sides of the aisle, never make a political donation if you do not want to get spammed with text messages every fucking day of election season. I donated to Bernie in 2016 and then the R's after the Hunter Biden laptop cover up. 2 losing efforts that I donated to. And I now receive endless texts from both parties wanting me to do shit with them that I have to delete immediately.
Oh, I got one from Beto today.
Yeah, it's impossible. I hate
Beto,
it. Never donate to any politician.
I didn't even donate to Beto.
I've never donated to a politician.
I've never donated to politicians either. They just
you guys get them still?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm on overload. I'm on all the lists.
I tweeted the other. It was like Texas, Alabama, and it was like when Texas, Alabama was like a close game. It was the fourth quarter. It was a 1-score game, and Texas still could have pulled it out. And Beto blasts a text being like, "I need you to do this, that, and the other thing." And I was like, "Beto, the Texas
Get
game's
out of
up."
here, Beto.
Yeah, I just hit stop.
You need to chill.
Stop. I just said stop.
No, it doesn't matter. You say stop, and they keep coming. They never fucking donate. Never get on their list. But while speaking about elections, don't forget predictit.org/hard factor /promo, predictit.org/promo /hard factor 60 to get $60 matched in the stock market of politics of this election season. I stand by my Arizona, North Carolina, and Wisconsin red picks. Sprinkle Nevada red if you're feeling spicy. Inversely, though, the Dem value is best in Nevada as well, and also maybe the governor of Kansas. So that's where the money is to be made.
60 gets you 120.
That's right, 120 to play some action. Come on. There's only like a month up until, a couple months of the election.
Well, actually, we can talk about it. We're allowed to. Predictit's suing the federal government.
Right, to try to stay open.
Stay open. They're calling it bullshit. And your boys, Wes and I, might be like some of the main plaintiffs, and we'll see.
Filed in Texas, right? So you guys are working with them.
Yeah. Exactly. We're plaintiffs
Might have to shave,
in the lawsuit against the federal government.
That's what I'm talking about.
Trying to shut down Predictit because we use Predictit.
Can't shut us
for
down.
our show, and it's more accurate than polling. And
that's right.
You can't shut them down. You're not going to shut them down. We're not going to let you. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't
get in there.
That's going to be a big lawsuit.
Predictit.org/promo /hard factor 60 to get your first 60 match and stick it to the man. Look at that.
That's right.
Look at that. You win money and stick it to the man. Okay. Before the bad space news, guys, because it ends on a Project Artemis update. And that's also why I'm wearing the spectacles, because we got a lot of nerd stuff to go over here to end it out. A bit of good news first, okay? Check out the new spiral galaxy photographs from the Webb telescope. Let's see if these ones cut the mustard for you guys. Okay. Hubble, at NASA Hubble tweets, Hubble and at NASA Webb teamed up for a galactic group project. The two telescopes' complementary views highlight different aspects of this gorgeous spiral galaxy, IC 5332. Hubble's image left in an ultraviolet and visible light shows distinct spiral arms. Okay, so you guys see the two side by side.
I like Hubble's better.
You like Hubble's better? That's the Hubble. Okay.
Yeah, it looks more like a spiral.
It does, Wes. NASA goes on in the tweet thread, and they say, Webb's infrared view at right instead shows a more continuous structure because it can peer through the dusty regions between the spiral arms, you see, and highlights the pattern of gas spread throughout the galaxy.
Gas. Yeah.
Pretty good, right? I mean, come on. It's got to
look. The second picture is obviously better, but who cares? Like, what's the?
What are they learning?
What do we? What do we care? Why is it's just higher definition?
It's a cooler
what does that do?
picture, guys.
So that's why for billions of dollars we get cooler pictures.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So far, that's it.
Billions.
Are they looking for like aliens or something? Or
Mark, I showed you the spiral galaxy photograph. I don't know what else you want. Well, if you guys thought that was bad news.
Wait,
Wes thinks he saw something.
Pull that last picture up again.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. behind it
is fake?
like
Will's got a smile on his face.
Look at behind this glob of bullshit, and then it's just normal space back there.
Yeah,
look at that.
Will's got a smile on his face.
What's wrong with that?
Well, it just doesn't make any sense. You tell me it looks like this is like just a thing.
Is
like
it chorizo again?
Clouds?
Is it chorizo again?
No, it's not. This is a real one.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Whatever.
Infrared, Wes.
But it could be chorizo's the
infrared.
Thing.
You wouldn't get it. Yeah. Okay. If you guys thought that that was bad news, I hate to break it to you, but we have comically bad space news to close it out. NASA's Project Artemis SLS launch system. I know we've gone over it before, right? We've spent a lot of money on it. It's been delayed time and time again. It is delayed again after a small fire broke out when they were storing the launch system for Hurricane Ian. So you'd think
set on fire,
right? You'd think, Mark, like the hurricane's coming to Florida. It's at the Canaveral.
Water would be your issue.
Space. Yeah, like
water's your issue.
It's a hurricane issue.
Yeah.
Well, no,
it's a fire.
No. You'd be wrong, because not only does it take 10 hours to store this thing, just move it from the launch pad to the storage barn, but as soon as they did that 10-hour process, 2.5 hours later, this happened. NASA Kennedy Space Center tweets, at approximately 11:45 p.m. today, a fire was reported in the vehicle assembly building. Employees were evacuated, and there are no reported injuries. The VAB is fire safe and the Artemis 1 vehicle was not at risk. We will provide updates as we have them. And so that's what's going on.
They're having to put out literal fires.
Yeah, inside the place they move it to keep it safe.
I think someone probably tried to set it on fire because they're sick of this fucking thing.
I think they just probably tried to set it on fire.
There's also rocket
so
fuel,
sick of this thing.
like involved with all these facilities. NASA went on. They said, we're told it was a 40-volt electrical panel on the wall of the High Bay 3 that caught fire, and that's all the details I could find out. But
what's SLS stand for? Stupid, lousy, shitty system.
No, yeah, Mark, you don't even know the half of it. NASA maintains the moon rocket that's never been tested, despite it's reported, tons of money. They claim it's only 20 some billion spent so far. I've read reports that say it's way more than that, exponentially more than that.
They're fudging the sheet. Yeah.
They have been working on this thing since 2011. And here is the joke of the day today. This is a list of all the delayed launches that the SLS has had since it started. Mind you, it's never launched. It is September 28th, 2022, 29th, when you'll be hearing this. And here's the full list. So they started the project October 2010. It was supposed to launch at that point in 2016.
If they could just go back to that day, the smile on their faces for this big project.
And they got
Outlook was bright.
Yeah.
And then continually, they have pushed it back like months or years at a time, just every year, every so frequently. And
was September 2011 an attempt?
No. 2016 was supposed to be the first launch attempt. So it's been 6 years since what was supposed to be the first launch attempt. They started working on it 12 years ago, and they're that far behind schedule.
Wow,
that far behind. It's unbelievable.
They have to admit it that they don't know what they're doing at this point.
Right. Like, look at this list. It's how many times it's been delayed? What is that? 25 delays?
They need to quiet quit Artemis.
I think they have been quiet quitting.
They've been quiet quitting.
That's why it won't go up in the air.
Well,
no one's working 200
Stop
hours
wheeling
to
it
fix
out
this
there.
turd. Yeah. A week, 2 hours. Yeah. No, they're going home to their families at some point because they're like, honey,
it's
this
crazy,
thing's a turd.
guys. I have no idea what's going on with this SLS thing. So it makes me feel better about like the web spiral photograph, because at least we got something out of that.
Yeah.
As 10 billion, you got your money. You got at least a picture out of it.
I mean, NASA's been laying an egg since we landed on the moon because there's all these minerals up there. We should have been mining the moon for the past 50 years.
Anything but this.
Yeah, who cares about the pictures from the web? Why don't you just bring back a bunch of really nice minerals that you can distribute around and everyone's rich.
Alien blood cure cancer with. Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, we gotta shape it up. We gotta shape it up over there.
Start making money on space, not losing money on space.
Right. The feds need to sort of like, they gotta just it's time for a big bounce back. I think they got it in them. But as we're talking about on this day, Hurricane Ian, we're with everybody. We hope that everything is going good in Florida. And also, I saw this from the Florida Man account on Instagram right before we started taping. The Waffle House Index is used to measure the severity of storms. There was already 21 Waffle Houses in Florida closed before we taped. And
my wife came to me today and she's like, well, I guess it is serious because the Waffle Houses are all closed. Yeah.
Yep. 21 closed. That's a big number. So SLS joke of the day, Waffle House Index not joke of the day. Hope everybody in Florida stays safe. Join us for trivia tonight if you can. Yes. But most importantly, let's spin the wheel.
Yes.
Mark, are you doing Hive?
No, I've never been. So someone else's. Will's back on Hive, I think. Oh, am I on Hive?
No, it was you said you would take it. Wes, it hit Wes. The wheel spin was kind of off. But yeah, it hit Wes, but you said you would take it. I can do it
if you want to take. I haven't done it.
Oh, it hit me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do it.
No one really won Hive. No one.
It was a misspin.
Do you want to spin?
Well, let's just spin for it now.
Let's spin for it.
Okay, which spin is first? Hive or
Hive
first. Who's doing the Hive?
The wheel thinks.
Give it to Mark, I think.
I think
Mark.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
There we go.
Wheel knows.
First timer. So here's a little inside baseball. We are going to be recording a little bit early. So get your voicemails and comments and anything.
Get them in now.
Get them in now.
Right now.
Yeah, like
right now.
Right now.
Right now. Right now. Get them in now if you want to hear them. Who's that? Is that Will or is that Wes?
Froze.
It froze. It's me.
Oh, Will, why don't you call shenanigans on his wheels?
Yeah. Wes's wheel doesn't even spin.
Yeah, you saw how it was spinning when it came up.
Nobody else could see it.
Is that 3 in a row? Triple dipple?
Yeah. Give me the coffee.
Wes is cheating to make himself have the coffee.
Fucking
it's unbelievable. Unprecedented cheating. All right. Yeah, for real. Everybody in Florida, stay safe. And most importantly, wherever you are, also stay safe. But most importantly, have a great fucking day.
Hard Factor. Cheat on the news. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.